Welcome back, guys. Uh, Today, we're going to be doing something that's a big step towards our village. Uh, Also, a long and tedious step for the village. I'm just curious, how come we can't look through the glass? Like, I guess the glass classifies as a solid block. So I was kind of hoping that we can get like a skylight view, like we could look down on me, but never mind. Just because it's glass, right? So never mind. That was my logic, a little bit off. Now, in order to do this, we need to make a few new tools, like a new shovel and a new pick. And we're going to enchant them, because why not, right? I don't know what we're going to enchant it with, but I figure some basic low-level enchants is probably fine. I mean, that's efficiency 2. Let's take that. And we'll throw unbreaking 2 on the shovel and efficiency 2. Perfect. Those are going to be supports. What's this got? Efficiency 2. Ooh, I should keep just swap that one out, and then when that gets low, I can anvil it. Start building it forward. Now, the big step that we're going to be taking is really quite simple. Somewhere in this monstrosity of sorting, there it is, we have this chest, the redstone chest. Okay? What we need to do, after I put a few things away, is we need to install the capture, storage, sorting, and purification systems. Now, what I'm thinking, okay, we probably won't be touching this yet, is I'm going to try and explain how this system is supposed to work. For some reason I've been having difficulties getting out of doors, and I don't know why. I also need to fix this so I can't just jump up like that, because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of the path, right? Or I just have to train myself to follow the path. Now, for now I won't because it's not complete, but... So, here's how the system works, okay? All the way around this, I want to have some sort of capturing system. A trench, effectively. That we can trigger something that will open up and drop mobs down, okay? And in order to do this, we need a couple elements. The first and biggest element is we need some sort of bait. And I believe that's us. Me just floating around in here while zombies and stuff come up to the edge of the wall. I should be able to back off if there's skeletons and stuff and force them into positions, hopefully, that are flat. Like here, and there, and here, and then around the front here. And then, there'll be some sort of trigger. Manual switch, maybe like the pressure plate that I step on, or a switch that I flip. That will effectively take whatever happens to be holding them up and drop it, like open it. I don't know if that's going to be trap doors. I'm drinking coffee as well, by the way. I need it. It's early in the morning. A little bit later than I normally record, so I'm hoping that I can get this done before my neighbor downstairs decides to play a stupid guitar game. Anyways, I'm thinking we're going to use trapdoors. It's going to look a little ugly. I would prefer to use pistons, but in order to use the sticky pistons, we'd have to hide them underneath this and have them retract. And every time they retract underneath the block, it's going to convert it into dirt blocks, so it's going to look ugly anyways. Now, the idea is that they would fall into troughs, right? That would go straight and then fall into another trough that would go straight and fall into a third area, which is going to be a holding cell. And I want it to have the... I want them to have a 3-tier trough system so that it's low enough that it gets underneath the river lake thing that we have separating that. Every time I look that way, it's high encoding. It's very weird. So, the point is, we'll have them in a box holding cell, and there'll be a path that leads across to another holding cell, okay? All preferably underneath the courtyard if I can. I think I should have enough room. And in this path will be 2 or 3 isolation cells, which they'll walk across, drop in, and automatically close so that nothing else can fall in. That will be completely sealed, but we'll be able to see in through glass to see what's in there. Because if we get like a creeper in there, I don't want to walk up face to face to it and have it go boom. If we have a skeleton, same kind of idea. I just don't want to get shot in the face. But if it's a zombie, then we kill it, and we kill whatever happens to be in there. unless it's a villager zombie, in which case cure it, and then we need to have some sort of rail system that would take it out and carry it to a safe location. But in order to do this, the first step would be to dig the trenches. Now, we're also going to be sealing the trenches so that we don't get like creeper bombed and stuff. Now, there goes the shovel. It's a good thing I got another one. I was not particularly smart there. How many? We'll just dig the trenches first. So, I don't think I want to try and capture things there, but I will try and capture things there. Okay, maybe we can't. I never even thought of the water messing with this. I guess that's going to happen, isn't it? I'll have to do something to stop the water from messing with us. Oops. Took it one extra there. I guess signposts could theoretically do it. I don't want to try and capture there because it'd be too difficult. Also, dropping the troughs, that's going to be a little bit iffy, isn't it? Because the idea, I guess, would be that these are both straight falls into a 2 wide trough. This will have to be 3 wide to catch it all. Or we just don't catch anything in the corners. We only have the 2 sides. But that severely... Where's the sun? There it is. Severely limits what we can do. Either way, we need wood. And I don't have any on me, so I'm just going to go chop some down. A lot of this is kind of on the fly. I find that I work when I'm dealing with redstone, on the fly tends to work a lot better for me. Oh, hello. Where you at? I heard you. Where are you at? Are you underneath me or something? You're over here. Take your shot. Oh, missed. Where does this go? Oh, that's it. It's just like a little cavelet. Okay. Anyways, yeah, when working with redstone, a lot of people tend to want to map it out and do all kinds of like strategic planning and creative and stuff. And that's fine. If it works for you, go for it. But for me, I tend to make it terrible. It doesn't seem to work for me the way I would want it to. So I find it's just easier for me to, I don't know, plan or just do it on the fly. And usually it's because of the simple fact that when you do it in the creative worlds, it's on a super flat, perfect conditions, right? Whereas in the real world, it's really not perfect conditions. Now, the water that is the source block of the water. So I'd have to put something to block it from coming out. So if I went like this, that would stop that from coming out. The only issue is I couldn't do that there. So what we'll do instead... Oh, but the sign's going to stop the trapdoor. I guess the trapdoor would also stop it, wouldn't it? Let's go get some trapdoors from inside. We'll sleep as well. And see if the trapdoor is going to stop it. I think it does. Like, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because the trapdoor is going to occupy the same space as the water, so it's going to stop the water flow. And since the mobs are just going to fall straight down, it shouldn't be any problem. The only issue is that the water is going to interfere with the redstone. I don't know how else to do this. We may have to rethink our gardening. Where are all the trapdoors? Did I put them away? Away? Away. I must have. Well, that's depressing. Anyways, we'll just make more, I guess. I'm sure we'll always have things for trapdoors. So yeah, we may have to readjust our garden path and make it so that it doesn't have anything that requires water. Or at least doesn't require water there. Because this mob capture system is a lot more important than beautification. So yeah, let's take the trapdoors. If I put a trapdoor here, yeah, it stops the water. problem is I was going to power that trapdoor from that side, right? Because the idea is that we would trigger a switch in there, send a signal to this side, which would power this to open it. And we want it to open this way so that when the mobs are there, they fall in, because they're trying to get as close as possible to me, right? If we have it this way, and it opens like this, they could be as close as possible and then still stand on it. We don't want that. We do want that. And that's how ugly it's going to look, by the way. You're going to see this. So we're going to have to change that. And for now, I'm just going to do that, which eventually we'll update those eventually, I assume. I'm not sure why I'm breaking those. Just that. Hi. There it goes. It's taking a while, but it'll learn. The same thing is going to happen to this one, which is kind of tragic, but whatever. We'll figure it out later. So I want a trench that runs this way. Okay, so this part of the trench doesn't need to be 2 blocks high. So we go down, we go 1, 2, 3. That's 4 blocks wide. We need to make sure it's low enough that when we close this, they're not going to hit their heads or interfere with it closing. So we need to go this far. Then, in here, should be the next one, which is only 3 blocks wide. Okay. Now, we're going to have this carry underneath here. And this is going to be the width of the trench. At least to there. Now, I'm going to seal this, and I'm going to put a torch every so often just so we can see. And then we're going to pillar ourselves out of there. This one here is, what, 4 blocks wide again. And we need to go 1 more deeper, I think. Right? Yeah. And then we have another one that's right here. That's nothing. But this one here is 2 blocks. Okay, so we go across. Then this is the 2 block. This one's nothing. So it would look something like this if we just hollowed it out. Oh, this looks really weird. I don't think this is going to work the way I hoped. We may have to stick to just the solid sides. So it's like this side, the other side, and the front is the only collection points. Otherwise, it's going to look really weird. Right? It's going to have... because the trough is going to be really annoying to try and fix it properly. I think that's what we're going to end up having to do. Is we'll make it so that it's these 5. So from there to there will be 1 trough that drops in. And it'll just effectively, it'll continue straight until, well, right until here, right? It'll be underneath this water because we'll make sure that it dips down or something like that. And then this trough will be there. But none of this will be like a gathering trough. All of this will be covered in. Just because it's going to be simpler. This obviously won't have trapdoors. Just up against the fencing will, because there's no point in having that. So it'll be that point, that side. So the front side here is going to be our massive one. And the way we can exploit that is we could, if we gather a bunch of zombies over there, we can actually just move over to here, and they'll try and find their way around. And if we go like this, they should follow around to the front side. And then it won't matter, because then we can just trigger it wherever they are, right? That's the plan, anyways. So I'm going to make a cut here, and... well, I'd say dig the trenches and stuff, but I'm probably just going to come like right back in. So next episode, we'll still be working on this. Yeah, what? And I broke the beats. Aw. Oh well. We have to fix these anyways. So, yeah, we're going to work on the trench, continue doing that stuff, and we'll figure stuff out. Yeah, so I guess I will see you when I see you.